Colleges and college students are feeling the effects of COVID-19. Colleges are evolving in an attempt to protect both the students and the quality of education. Local authorities are also learning and changing codes and ordinances on the fly. This video is an update on how one local jurisdiction, Pullman, Washington, is changing their local laws in one of the worst COVID-affected colleges in the country. Welcome. My name is David Jolly, and this video is an update from an earlier video that discussed what local laws the city of Pullman in Washington state was executing in their attempt to slow the transmission of COVID-19. The Pullman Police Department had, in recent weeks, stepped up their enforcement of parties to help reduce the possibility of COVID outbreaks at Washington State University. One problem with this city ordinance and its enforcement, as I discussed in that earlier video, was that there was no disincentive for partygoers not to party. The only person who could be ticketed or charged was the host of the party, but not the partygoers. Since filming that video, Pullman has also seen the problem with their practice and has made changes. The Pullman City Council unanimously passed a revised ordinance that strengthened the police department's enforcement of parties during the COVID-19 pandemic. The most obvious change to the code, and where I was previously critical, was to now permit police officers to issue citations for those who attend the party. Pullman Police Chief Gary Jenkins was quoted in the Moscow Pullman Daily News as saying the change was, quote, in response to incidents where the party organizer collects money from the party guests to pay his or her fine. Now, I find this response really interesting, as I believe the true value of a law is to stop or correct a certain behavior to protect the community. I would have thought the only reason for changing and updating this law would be to eradicate or slow certain behaviors that were dangerous or concerning. More to the point, I would have thought the reaction from the police chief would be something to the effect that the change in the law was only in response to the fact that parties were still a problem in Pullman, not as a response to the party host getting his or her fines paid by partygoers. Under the revised code, the minimum penalty for a nuisance party has increased from $150 to $250. A court appearance is apparently mandatory, and subsequent violations would result in a civil sanction of $500. This is yet another example of jurisdictions making it up as we go along. We'll soon see if the effect of this new code reduces the number of parties and therefore slows the outbreak of COVID-19 amongst students at Washington State University. For more information on COVID and college campuses, please subscribe to this channel to watch our upcoming videos.